Hi guys. So now we will be solving the zoology paper, right, for NEET 2024. We'll do it in the same process. We will try to understand where we can do match the followings easily and where we can do statement questions easily, and we'll see how it goes. Okay? Chalo. Let's start with section A. Question 151. The first question is a match the following. So the list 1 has name of diseases and list 2 has the causative agents. I can see typhoid at the top, which I know is caused by Salmonella typhi, right? So then A should go with 4. So option 4 is the correct option. For 151, option 4 is the correct option because no other option has option 4 in it. A with 4 in it, right? So option 4 is correct. 152, match the following again. A list of contraceptive methods and their examples. Okay. Non-medicated IUD. A non-medicated IUD is Lippel's loop. Okay. So A should go with 3. So option 2 or 3 could be correct. Let's see. B is also the same for this. So we will directly jump on to C. Hormone releasing IUD is LNG20. Okay, so C should be 4 and therefore the correct option is the second option. Moving on to 153. Two statements. The presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity. Yes, the hymen is the protective layer which covers the vaginal opening. It's a membranous structure, but perforation of the hymen can happen due to multiple reasons, which include physical exercises like swimming, skipping, running, and therefore its presence or absence is not a valid sign of virginity or having had a penetration or not. Statement 2, the hymen is torn during the first coitus only. This is false. It can be torn due to multiple other reasons. So statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. It's the correct answer. 154. In both sexes of cockroach, a pair of jointed filamentous structures called anal cerci are present on. It's present on the 10th segment. Again, one of those questions, you know. It's 10th segment. 155, match the following again. The first list 1 talks about parts of the brain and list 2 about their functions or some characteristic, right? Straight away I can see B is hypothalamus and 4 is neurosecretory cells. This has to be true. B will be 4. So let's look for an option where B is 4. There is only one option, option 4. So then that's the correct option, right? So for 155, option 4 is the correct option. Moving on to 156. Which of the following is a non-steroid hormone? A very good way to differentiate steroids in general rule of thumb easily is to look for words ending with O-N-E or O-N, right? So for example, cholesterol, okay, here cortisol and testosterone, progesterone. So all of these O-N-E or O-N ending words are usually steroids. Here glucagon is a non-steroidal hormone, so option 2 is the correct option. Moving on to 157, it gives you a segment. So TACAT, GGCAAA, TATCCA, TCCA, TTCA, right? So ACT, TA, CCT, AT, AAA, CGG, TA, CAT from the back. So that is your 3' to 5' template, and RNA Paul works on it. So now two things you'll have to take into consideration. One, it will be formed in a 5' to 3' direction, so ulta, complementarity. Also, because it's an RNA polymerase, the A's will not have thymine. Adenine will not have thymine, it will have uracil. So we will do the basic TA, AU, CG, GC. This is the only change that will happen if we were doing it for a DNA, because it's an RNA, right? So let's go with it. A U G U A C C G U U U A U A G G U A G U. So we'll have to just look for this in our options. So A U G U A C C G U U U A U A G G U A G U. That is your option 3. Then option 3 is the correct option. It was a very easy question, just that it would have required some time and patience to solve it correctly. Copy it and solve it correctly. You could have done it in the question paper, but it was very, very easy, right? So that's that. That's option 3. Moving on to question 158. 3 diagrams of muscles have been given. You have to match it correctly. Okay. Let's look at the options first. For these kind of options, try and look at the options first. For example, in the first option, it says smooth is heart. That's wrong anyway, because heart has cardiac muscles. Now in the next one says involuntary nose tip, skeletal bone. Bone is not a muscle. So then again, it's wrong. Next, smooth toes. Toes do not have smooth muscles. You can move them, right? Anyway, the option 4 should be the correct option. Skeletal triceps, smooth stomach, and cardiac heart. Then this is the correct option. Option 4. Okay. So in this question, in case you could not identify with the diagrams, let's say what A is skeletal, B is smooth, and C is cardiac, you could have also solved it by just going through the options minutely, and you would have figured out that all 3 other options are anyway incorrect. The 4th one only has the correct muscle with example pairing. So this would have been the correct one. 159. This is another extremely easy question. So they just want you to order what happens during a cell cycle. So we know that in a cell cycle you have an M phase, which is followed by an interphase, right? The M phase gives rise to 2 daughter cells. Each daughter cell enters the interphase, where there you have G1, you have S, and you have G2. In the M phase itself, there are 2 steps. So first, there is karyokinesis, where the nucleus will divide, and then the cytokinesis. Am I right? So it will be karyokinesis, cytokinesis, G1S, G2M. Correct? Let's look at it. So gap 1, E. Then you have C is synthesis, A is G2, D is karyokinesis, and B is cytokinesis. Option 2 is the correct option. Moving on to 160, you are supposed to figure out the autoimmune diseases. Remember this: myasthenia gravis, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus. These 3 are autoimmune diseases. So A, B, and E are the correct options. Now in this question, if you were sure about any 2, you could have figured it out. So if you knew myasthenia gravis and lupus, then you would have also reached to the option 4, right? So option 4 is the correct option in this case. Moving on to 161, it's a match the following with enzymes and the kind of bonds, right? So starting with lipase, obviously it's a glycosidic bond that it breaks. Nuclease, it breaks a phosphodiester bond. So A2B4 should be correct, and then option 1 is the correct option. Moving on to 162, flippers of penguins and dolphins are examples of. So now let's first understand the 4 options that we have been provided with. So we have been provided with options convergent evolution, and our example here is the penguin flapper and the dolphin, right? Flipper. So now we know both these structures, they have the same similar function. What is the same function? Helps them paddle through water. but they are structurally different. These such structures which don't look similar but perform the same function are called analogous structures. So this basically means that these were two different organisms which evolved towards a similar type of niche, right? So then they converged. So it's convergent evolution. If you take example of the toes in us, in dogs, right, in fish, right, then they would be structures which are homologous in nature. So homologous structures are structures which have different functions but same structure. So then they show that even though it started at one point, due to change in habitat, they diverged, right? So that is divergent evolution. In our question, obviously they are talking about this, hence they are talking about convergent evolution. So option A, convergent evolution, is correct. Moving on to question 163, lung capacities and what they mean, right? So expiratory capacity is the tidal volume along with your expiratory reserve volume, TV plus ERV. So A should go with 2. So two options, option 1 or option 3. Let's look at functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity is the expiratory reserve volume, along with that the residual volume. So B should be 4. So option 3 is our correct option, right? I have explained the volumes in detail in a different video where we do lung capacities. Please refer to that for better understanding. 164. Which one of the following factors will not affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? So Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is affected by gene migration. It is affected by genetic drift and recombination. However, a constant gene pool is a prerequisite for this. So no, it does not have any effect. So for 164, the correct option is 2. Moving on to 165, they've asked you to arrange the organisms like stages of human evolution in the correct sequence from the past to the most recent. Okay, A is Homo habilis, B is Homo sapiens, which we know will come to the end, at the end, because we are the Homo sapiens, the most advanced forms. So now we will immediately look for options where B is at the end. There are two options, 2 and 3. Okay, Homo neanderthalensis and Homo erectus. Now we also know that Homo habilis is the oldest. So we have to start with A and end with B. The option that starts with A and ends with B is option 2, and that's your correct option. Next, 166. Following stages are the pathway for conduction of action potential through the heart. Right? So you have to again arrange it. So if you remember the basic nodal tissue structure, you would have been able to solve this question very, very easily. So it is obviously the sinoatrial node or the pacemaker, from where it goes to the AV node or the auriculoventricular node. From the AV node, it goes to the bundle of His down the Purkinje fibers. Correct? So we will end with the Purkinje fibers, that we should know. And we will start with the SAN. So starting with E, ending with B. So let's see. Let's just mark it here. This is B for our question. AV node is C. Bundle of His has been divided into two sections. They have done it into the AV bundle and the bundle branches, and this has been marked E. So we know that it starts with B and ends with E. The following is actually what? It is followed by C, then A, then D, then E. But even if you're not sure about this section, let's say you're not sure, then also you know it starts with B, it ends with E, right? And that's only one option, which is option 3. Then that is your correct option. Okay. All I'm trying to say is that if you use a certain amount of common sense, it gets easier. The moment you read the question, if you think, oh God, I don't know what this means, and you panic, you might not be able to solve it. But if you use certain amount of common sense, then with the amount of information that you have available to yourself, you should be able to solve the questions, because bio is not about only mugging it up, it's also about understanding how it flows, right? Moving on to question 167. Which of the following factors are favorable for the formation of oxyhemoglobin in the alveoli? So it talks about the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. We know that the high partial pressure of oxygen and the lower the H plus concentration, the higher will be the oxygen dissociation curve. Better would be the formation of oxyhemoglobin. Therefore, option 4 is the correct option. Moving on to question 168, you have been given 4 names or 4 genes and genetic methods with which they have enlisted deficiencies, diseases. Okay, so now we have enzyme replacement theory on D, and I know enzyme replacement theory has been used for ADA deficiency, which causes the disease SCID, severe compromised immune system, immune disorder, right? So D should go with 2, and D2 is present in only one option, which is option A, then option 1, then option 1 should be correct. Assertion, reason, question, the first that we have come across till now. So assertion A is FSH acts upon ovarian follicles in female and Leydig cells in male. FSH is follicle stimulating hormone. It is called interstitial cell stimulating hormone in males. Growing ovarian follicles secrete estrogen in female, while interstitial cells secrete androgen. This is true. So option A is false, which is assertion is false and reason is true. Then option 2 is the correct option. Moving on to question 170. This is the picture of a PBR322 vector. They have marked all the recognition sequences and have asked for the function of X and Y. If you don't know the function, you would not have been able to do this question. X is responsible for copy number and Y is responsible for replicatory protein. So option 4 is the correct option for this question. X is responsible for controlling copy number, Y for protein involved in replication of plasmid, right? Moving on to question 171. It's a match the following again. Okay, so let's start with the D, marijuana, because we know marijuana is cannabis sativa, right? So D should be 2 and the options could be 2 or 3, option 2 or 3. Let's go with A, cocaine. Cocaine is erythroxylum. So A3D2, which is option 2, then option 2 is correct. Okay. Question 172. Consider the following statements. Annelids are true coelomates. Porphyrin are pseudo-coelomates. Ascomanthes are acoelomates. Platyhelminths are pseudo-coelomates. You have to choose the correct answer. Annelids are true coelomates. This is the correct option, right? A only is the correct option. Moving on to 173. It's 2 statement based questions. Statement 1, in the nephron of the descending limb of loop of Henry is impermeable to water and permeable to electrolytes. It's false, because in the descending loop of Henry, this water goes out, this is permeable to water, this is impermeable. Ascending limb is impermeable to water. So obviously then statement 1 is false. Let's move on. The proximal convoluted tube is lined by a simple columnar brush border epithelium, increases surface area for reabsorption. This is also wrong. Then you have option 4, which is both the statements are wrong. It's the correct option for this question. Moving on to question 174. They have 4 joint names and I think their functions, yes, where they are present. So they are examples. So fibrous joints, they are present in the skull. Non-movable, immovable joints, right? So A will be 3. And there is only one option with A3, which is the second option. Then the second option is correct again. Moving on to question 175. Which of the following is not a natural or traditional contraceptive method? So natural methods are lactational amenorrhea, coitus interruptus, and periodic abstinence, these 3. So the one that is not is a vault. Cervical vaults are not natural methods. 176, it's again a match the following where you have 4 names of animal groups and 4 characteristics. So pleurobrachia, radula, stomochord, and air bladder. Now, the one that sticks out for me is radula because I know radulas are present in mollusks. So B should be 1 for me. Then the correct option here would have been the 4th one, where radula is for mollusk, pleurobrachia is for ctenophora, stomochord is for hemichordata, and air bladder is for the osteopus. Okay. Moving on to 177, another match the following. Okay. Axoneme, carpel pattern, crista, satellite. Crista, I know, goes with mitochondria. C should be 4. One option with C4, again, it's option 2, which is the correct option. Question 178, which of the following statements is incorrect? Bioreactors are used to produce small-scale bacterial cultures. This is incorrect because bioreactors are not used for small-scale bacterial cultures, right? Moving on to 179. Okay, you have subphases of prophase 1 in the first list and specific characters of these subphases in list 2. Okay, let's start with diakinesis. Diakinesis, as you know, it is the completion, is the last stage, right? So therefore, it's the completion or terminalization of the chiasmata. So A should be 2. Again, there's only one option, which is the first one. So therefore, it's the correct option. Moving on to 180, another match the following. Common cold, hemozoin, viral test, allergy. Okay, so 4 names and certain organisms in list 2. So common cold we know is caused by rhinoviruses. So then A should be 3. Again, only one option with A3 and that is option 1. Then it is correct. 180 would be option 1. Assertion reason on 181. Breastfeeding during initial period of infant growth is recommended for by doctors for bringing a healthy baby. Okay, this is correct, right? Assertion is correct. And our reason is colostrum contains several antibodies absolutely essential to develop resistance. Yes. So reason is also correct and reason correctly explains the assertion as well. Colostrum contains IgA, which is the primary dose of antibody which reaches the baby's body, and therefore the first milk is extremely important to be given to a newborn child. So A and R are correct and R is the correct explanation. That's option 3. Moving on to 182. Again, I match the following with names, scientific names and their colloquial names. This kind of questions are very common as well as very confusing. Again, if you don't know, you don't know. So in this one, B. mixin, I know is hackfish. Okay, so B1 should be correct. Now this one is tricky because there are 3 with B1, 1, 3 and 4. So I'll go with Petrophyllum. Petrophyllum is actually the anglerfish. Okay, so the angelfish, Petrophyllum, A3 is correct. We have 2 options for A3 as well, 2 and 4. Let's go to Pristis. Pristis is sawfish. Okay, so therefore you have A3, B1, C2, D4, which is the correct option, the 4th option. Moving on to 183, the TI plasmid or the TI plasmid of Agarobacterium tumefaciens stands for, it's known as the tumor-inducing plasmid. It's known as the tumor-inducing plasmid and hence is known as the TI plasmid. 184. Which of the following is not a component of the fallopian tube? We know the fallopian tube opens into the infundibulum, then the ampulla, then the isthmus, right? So if you look at the structure of the fallopian tube, if this is the ovary and these are the fimbriae, then this is the infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus. The isthmus goes and enters into the uterus. This is intramurine, right? So out of these, uterine fundus is a part of the uterus and therefore it's not a part of the oviduct. 185, it's another match the following with diseases, genetic diseases and their causative reasons. Down syndrome is known as trisomy 21. So A is 3, right? Again, only one option with A3, which is option 1. Then that happens to be the correct answer. Moving on to section B, 15 questions. We will solve them all. You have to do 10. Question 186. The following are statements about non-chordates. The most appropriate answer has to be chosen. Okay. So, statement A is pharynx is perforated by gill slits. It's false. B is notochord is absent, which is true. C is central nervous system is dorsal, which is false. D is heart is dorsal if present. This is true. E is post-anal tail is absent. This is also true. So B, D and E are the most appropriate characters for the notochords, non-chordates. Okay. Moving on to question 187. 4 eras have been given and you have to match it with the organisms present then. First one is Mesozoic era. It's known for the era as the era of EVs and reptiles, right? So birds and reptiles. So A should be 3, 2 options, 2 and 4. Moving on to C, because B is the same for these 2 options as well. Cenozoic era. Cenozoic era is this mammalian era, right? So therefore C should be 4. Then A3, B1, C4, D2, which is option 2. That is the correct option. Question 188. There are 2 statements given. Statement 1, the cerebral hemispheres are connected by a nerve tract known as the corpus callosum. This is true. Left and right hemispheres joined by the corpus callosum. And the brain stem consists of the medulla oblongata and the pons and cerebrum. Cerebrum is not part of the brain stem, right? So therefore this is incorrect. So option 1, statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. Will be the correct option. Next is a flow chart. Okay. So you have to identify the correct options. So GnRH is giving out 2 branches, LH and A. So GnRH gives out LH and FSH. Gonadotropin releasing hormone stimulates the release of FSH, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone goes on to stimulate the Leydig cells, interstitial cells, which will give you androgens and then the formation of spermatids. Follicle stimulating hormone will, in males, will stimulate the Sertoli cells and will help in spermiogenesis. So the correct option then is option 3. Okay. Moving on to question 190. Again a match the following. List 1, okay, talks about genetic components and list 2 their structures, characters or functions. Now, RNA Pol 3, we know it has snRNAs and tRNAs, right? Termination of transcription is done by the Rho factor. So A4B3, slicing of exons is done by the snRNPs and the Tata box is a promoter. So option 2, A4B3C1D2 is the correct option. Moving on to 191, another list of diseases and their causes. So exophthalmic goiter caused by hypersecretion of thyroxine, right? So A should be 3. Acromegaly is caused by the secretion of growth hormone, over secretion of growth hormone. A3, B4 is the correct option, which is the option number 2. 192, another match the following. So you have names of epithelial tissue and where they are present, their location within the body. Unicellular glandular epithelium is present in the goblet cells, so A should be 3. Only one option containing A3, option 1, that's the correct option. 193, two statements. Bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ where all blood cells including lymphocytes are produced. This is true. White bone marrow or red bone marrow. Both bone marrow and thymus provide microenvironments for development and maturation of T lymphocytes. This is also true. Therefore, both the statements are true. Option 3 is the correct option. Match the following again. Okay. The structures used for storing food in the cockroach. Okay. So, it's the crop, right? So, A is 4. Ring of 6 to 8 blind tubules at junction of foregut and midgut is the gastric ceca. Then this is B2. Then you have A4, B2, C3, D1. Question 195. Choose the correct statement given below regarding juxtamedullary nephron. Loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephron runs deep into medulla. This is correct. Juxtamedullary nephrons, usually if this is the structure of the kidney, such that this is the cortex and that's the medulla, then the loop of Henle goes deep into the medulla, right? They help in better filtration because they have a larger loop of Henle. So, 195, option 1 is correct. 196, match the following again. Waves of the ECG and what happens during that wave. So, the P wave we know is depolarization of atria. So, A3 is correct. Only one option, which is the fourth option, and that's the correct option. 197 talks about blood groups. Okay. So, the blood grouping system, blood group of father is B plus and mother is A plus and child is O plus. Respective, what could be the respective genotypes? What are the possibilities? So now we know that the father is B plus or B, the mother is A plus, but their child is O. So if you remember the alleles, these are the 3 alleles where IA is dominant over O, IB is dominant over O. So this means O can only be expressed in a recessive condition. It is completely recessive. So this kid has to be IO. And for that, both the parents need to have one IO at least, right? So they are IAIO and IBIO respectively. That is only possibility where 2 IOs can come and give you the O blood group child. So let's look at it. IBI, IAI and II. That is the correct option, where option A. So they in here they have used it like this. So they have used in capital for dominant, small for recessive, right? And the allele they've given it B and A names. So it's this would be the correct option. Completely recessive, heterozygous for A, heterozygous for B. Got it? So the correct option would be A only, that is option 3. Moving on to question 198, 2 statement. Gauss's competitive exclusive principle states that 2 closely related species competing for different resources cannot exist indefinitely. That's not what Gauss's competitive exclusive principle says. It says that if 2 organisms occupy the same niche, they will compete for it and will lead to either the exclusion of one of the organisms or the formation of 2 separate niches. So statement 1 is false. Statement 2 says, according to Gauss's principle, during competition, the inferior will be eliminated. This may be true if resources are limiting. This is true. So they can either form two niches or the inferior will be eliminated. So statement 2 is correct. So option 2 is the correct option. Moving to question 199. Regarding the catalytic cycle of an enzyme action, select the correct sequential steps. So we know during formation of an enzyme substrate complex, what happens is that the substrate binds to the enzyme's active site, forms the enzyme substrate complex, which then changes into the enzyme product complex, which then breaks down into the enzyme and the product. Now we have to put this into words. So first thing that happens is that substrate binds to enzyme's active site. This is E. Okay. Then what happens is that some substrate enzyme complex is found, which is A, according to the question paper. Then what happens is that the chemical bonds of the substrates are broken and you have a enzyme product situation, right? Then you have the formation of the product, which enzyme is ready to freely bind, so release of product, and then enzyme is ready to freely bind, and this is D. So E, A, D, C, B is the correct order, which is option 3. So that's your correct option. Moving on to the last question, two statements. Mitochondria and chloroplasts are both double membrane bound organelles. Correct? Inner membrane of mitochondria is relatively less permeable. This is not true as compared to chloroplasts. So this is an incorrect statement. So option 1, where statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect, is the correct option. This is the whole of the zoology paper. I hope this was clear. It was a relatively easy, extremely easy paper with lots of match the followings. I hope you take help from the tricks I have told you and do well for your exams. Thank you.